Greetings, YouTube, and welcome to episode 216 of the 4,000 Question Challenge. What lesson of love took you the longest to learn? That I am not the only person involved in a relationship. It took me way too long to figure that one out. It also took me too long to figure out that I'm not the only person in the world. What are three things you love doing with your mate? I like to go on road trips with my mate. I like to watch movies with my mate. I like to hug my mate. There you go. Three things. In your relationships, do you make most of the decisions? We tend to make them together, unless it's strictly about us. Like, honey, I'm going to go to a concert on this day with a friend of mine. All right? Okay. Have fun. Or, sweetie pie, you're busy today, so I'm going to go bargain hunting in these places, and then I'll go hit 7 or 8 thrift shops and antique stores, which would be way too many for my wife. She's good at maybe one. She can handle one thrift shop and like one antique store in a day, and then she's done. Whereas I can do 6 or 7 times that many. We have different tastes. She's not going to go down in the shop and build an axe or mace. She's not going to throw sparks around and set themselves on fire, which I have done more than once. And I'm not going to do some of the crafty things she does. I'm not going to crochet. I'm not going to weave a basket. I'm not going to cook a whole lot. I'm not really much into cooking or baking, and she enjoys that kind of thing. So we have different interests because we're different people. I go. Shocking. What was the first impression you had when you met your mate? It was at a poetry reading. She stood up and recited a poem she had written about ergo poisoning, grains that had been poisoned with the ergo mold and had driven people insane in Europe. And I heard her words and I fell in love. And I still am. Inconvenient that at the time I was married to somebody else. When is the right time in a new relationship to have sex? Whenever the hell the people both think it's the right time. There is no external schedule. It could be the first date. You could be hand jobs after you kiss for the first time. Or it could be the 6th date. One of the people could be asexual, so maybe it's never. Who knows? But it's up to the people involved. Do you believe soulmates meet by accident or by design? I believe that people can be soulmates for each other. I also believe that it takes a lot of work. And it's the work that makes the soulmate. That there are lots of people in life that you could be soulmates with. That isn't just one. But you get lucky and you meet one and you're both willing to do the work. There you go. Now, I was actually wrong. The love and sex section of this book is actually done. That was the last question. So now we're on to Outlook, which I'm really glad, because the love and sex section was really, quite frankly, quite tasteless, because I can't imagine asking most of those questions to somebody I'm just getting to know about. Because remember, 4,000 questions for getting to know anyone and everyone. Lots of those questions are not ones I would ask someone until I knew them really, really well already. Most of these questions I would not ask people I've known for 40 frigging years. Okay? Alright, so this is the Outlook section. We're only going to have a few questions in this section because, again, I'm doing 10 at a time and they're not broken up evenly. Do you like a peaceful or hectic life? Peaceful. Which is somewhat ironic, seeing as my hobby is making weapons. If an activity does not result in progress forward toward a goal, is it a waste of time? Not necessarily. Was that the reason you started the activity? Is there a reason you have to achieve that goal? Or is the process of moving towards that goal the activity? And the goal is maybe not quite as important. What makes you blush? I'm not a blusher. I'm going to be brutally honest. I can't think of the last time I blushed. I can't think that I ever blushed. I have an ability to be very, very stoic if I need to. My face can reveal nothing. In fact, I don't know if I can still do it anymore, but one time I had the ability to drain my face of emotion because it was a survival mechanism growing up in an abusive household. And I jokingly did it to my wife once and completely freaked her the fuck out. Like she thought that I had been replaced with an android. It just terrified her. It was like I died. She asked me never to do it again, and I haven't since. And I'm out of practice. Don't know if I can still do it, and you can't really convey it on video anyway. It's a personal thing. It's very subtle. But yeah. So if I were to find myself in a situation where blushing may be an option, I may very well just not show anything at all because I don't want to. Because again, I learned that because if without it, I'd get hurt. It kind of sucked. But sometimes we learn things for bad reasons. Alrighty, and last question for this video, and the fourth question of the Outlook section. What compliments do you receive on a regular basis? Well, I receive compliments about like things I do. Occasionally I receive compliments about videos, admittedly, not all that often. I receive compliments for things I've created and things I've drawn. I don't sketch anymore, but I used to. And then all the sketches I am proud of are on my DeviantArt page, which hopefully will be linked below. I get compliments occasionally because I try to help people, and I try to be there for them. So I get some compliments, I guess. I try to be kind and I try to be thoughtful. I keep like a running list in my head of things I know that people like. And if I stumble upon some of those things, I will often buy them a present for no apparent reason. Simply because I can. I don't need it to be Christmas. I just find something I think, Felicia would like that. Or, Lara would like that. Or, one of my coworkers would like that. Bingo. Just pick it up. Often really darn cheap, because I am a cheap bastard. So, this has been episode 216 of the 4,000 Question Challenge. Thank you for being here. I hope you stop by for 217.